Ow. Oh, ha. Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick, aka Nick Writes, here on YouTube. It is Friday, June 28th, 2013. I figured that I would try to get into the habit of vlogging again. Um, like I said, nobody really watches these, but it's just fun to kind of document what's going on in my life. So I know that I've done something similar to this before, but I'm going to do like a um, question and answer kind of game. So these are questions that I just kind of found on Yahoo Answers. So I'm going to answer most, if not all. What day would you love to live again? Hmm, that's a really difficult question. There are quite a few days that I feel like I would love to live again. Um, wow, that's deep. That's deep. I don't know. I know one in particular that comes to mind was back in 2007, maybe, where my friend Zoe and I went to visit my best friend from high school, Brittany, at college, and we were only there for 24 hours, but it was just craziness. It was fun to, get to kind of, me never really having the traditional college experience. It was fun to kind of get that experience and visit her in the dorm and, sneak alcohol in. And, it wasn't really sneaking for me, I guess, because I was 21 at the time, but I guess it could be considered sneaking for her. So I hope she never got in trouble for it. Brittany, I hope, I hope I didn't get you in trouble for anything. Number two, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? To fly. Um, Although moving things with my mind would probably be a very, very, very close second. Although I feel like if I could move things with my mind, then I would get very, very, very lazy. Because I would probably just lay there and just kind of like make something like fly into my hand. And the last thing I need is to be lazy. Number three, who's been the most influential person to you? Um, I feel like there's not just one answer to this question. There have been many people that have been extremely influential to me, but I'd say right now, thinking about it, Pasquale, who was my kind of mentor and supervisor with my company. He's no longer with the company, but I still talk to him, and he has a lot to do with the kind of person I am today, especially with my professional development, my professional growth. Um, what's your most valuable? Oh, I'm sorry. What movie do you watch again and again? That would be any one of my four favorite movies, and then some, but I'll just stick with my four favorite. Um, Center Stage, Pitch Perfect, Cry Wolf, and Easy A. What's your most valuable possession? Valuable as in money or valuable to me? I guess, I don't know why I'm asking. I'd probably say my phone, just because as much as I hate it, I am so into technology that I don't think that I would be able to survive without that. What's the best advice you've ever received? Don't care about, don't worry about what others think about you. What's your happiest childhood memory? I'm gonna skip that one. What's the worst lie you ever told? I guess the worst lie that I ever told that I remember was when I was, I don't know, like 11. I had looked up porn on the internet and had actually printed pictures of some pornographic images, but that was before I knew that um, history was recorded on the internet, and I got in trouble. And, I lied and lied and lied and lied, and I said that it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Mom and Dad, it was me. I'm sure you know that now. What's the hardest life lesson you've had to learn? That paying your own bills sucks. I'm 27. I've been paying my own bills since I was 21. When I was officially kind of like on my own and not living with my parents. Um, and even now, being 6 years older from when that first happened, it's still not easy. What friends do you want to get back in touch with? Brittany, who I mentioned earlier, she was a huge, huge um, influence to me, one of my very best friends, and one that I miss terribly. Um, I mean, there are a lot of people, especially it's kind of, I don't know. I had so many friends, but even if I'm not in touch with them anymore, it's kind of one of those things where it's really nice to be able to get back in touch with them. Izzy is another one who you'll see in another video log that I'm actually going to upload that was recorded back in April. Um, that she kind of just came back in my life full force, and that was really awesome. If you could meet one living celebrity, who would it be? Kellen Lutz. I love you. You're never gonna see this, but I love you. Who do you envy most? I, I don't know. What's something you couldn't live without and why? As much as I hate the answer to this question, I'd have to say money, because you need money in order to purchase things in order to survive. Um, oh, yeah, money, unfortunately. What family member do you wish you knew better? Um, my dad. He's never been a very talkative person. So I mean, I feel like I've gotten to know more about him over the past like 4 or 5 years than I had my entire life before that. If you could meet someone famous, who would it be? I feel like I just kind of answered this question. Kellen Lutz. What did you want to be when you grew up? An actor on Broadway. What experience has changed your outlook on life? Moving to Chicago, definitely. What's your biggest regret? I don't really have any regrets, but I guess I don't know, because I don't necessarily regret it, but I feel like my life would be a lot different had I not chosen to give up my nearly full ride to Monmouth College to go to New York to try to make it on Broadway and attend AMDA. But I don't regret it. I don't regret the decision I made. I wonder what my life would be like now had I gone that route. What do you love most about your family and why? Um, I have a very weird family. I mean, my immediate family, for the most, were kind of normal, but it's funny because each one of our personalities are so different, especially between my brother and I. We're extremely, extremely different. Um, but I love our differences, I guess. Where's your ultimate vacation destination? I would probably have to say somewhere in Mexico, like on the beach, having like a little bungalow, um, with like hammocks and so, just having a margarita in my hand the whole time. What in life are you most proud of? I'm just proud of my life in general. I'm proud of what I've become and what I've done with my life, especially not having a college degree and kind of working my way up, and kind of just joining the workforce, and it's treated me well so far. Who's your most loyal friend? Um, I would say that that is a tie between Shannon and Jake. Uh, would you want to be famous for what? I would. And while, I mean, yes, it would be nice to be famous for being an actor. I know that that's not likely, so I would say um, for being kind of like a motivational speaker. I would love to be able to travel um, and really have those words of encouragement for people. Um, I feel like a lot of these questions just kind of repeat over and over, so we're gonna skip some of these. Um, what's your earliest childhood memory? Um, really, my earliest childhood memory is actually from an out of body experience. I know that sounds weird, but before, um, was it right before I started kindergarten? I think so. It was right before I started kindergarten. I was riding my bike, and I hit a rock. I hit my head on the handlebars, flipped over the bike, hit my head on a rock, and I slid like 15, 20 feet. And I actually don't remember anything that happened before that. This is all kind of um, people who saw it happen had told me this. But I had an out of body experience that where I saw what happened when there was a man that was jogging in the neighborhood that found my parents and told him, and it was kind of like I was over his shoulder telling my parents what had happened. Um, what's one thing in the past you'd like to change? I think recently would be how I spent my tax refund. And I paid a lot of bills. I paid a lot of bills with it, but I didn't really keep track of it. And knowing that I could have a little bit more money to my name now, and that would be nice. Um, do you think you're a good judge of character? I like to think so. What's the best compliment you've ever received? Oh, I, I don't, I don't know if it's the best, but one that sticks out um, was from it was actually someone that I've done a couple shows with. I don't know him terribly well, but he had written on my Facebook wall and had said that my birthday gift to you is to know that you are an asset to every show that you do, and even when you're in the ensemble, that you develop a character no matter how big or how small it is. So that was nice. What's the worst advice you've ever taken? I don't know. I don't really ask for advice too often. I'm kind of stubborn when it comes to that, so I don't know. Which talent do you wish you'd been born with? Maybe having a better natural singing voice. I've had to work at my singing voice. I used to kind of be tone deaf, and I had to train myself to, not be that way. And it's my voice is still not perfect today. It's a hell of a lot better than it used to be, but it's, you know. Um, what's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? This is awful. I am not a very spontaneous person, I guess. What's a subject you wish you knew more about? Um, current political issues or just current topics in the world right now. I feel like I'm so ill-informed when it comes to what's going on in the world. Like I don't watch the news, I don't read the newspaper. It's sad. It's very, very, very sad, and I shouldn't I should be an adult and do those things, but I don't. What did people tease you about growing up? Being gay, being girly, I guess. Who in your family are you most alike? No one really, but I mean, I guess I don't know because I have some traits of my mom and I have some traits of my dad, but I'm not really like any of them. What's the most fun you've had in the last year? I have had so much fun in the last year. I don't. That's hard. I'm really bad at just picking something and sticking with it as far as answering these questions. So sorry. Do you have a recurring dream? What happens in it? No. What's the bravest thing you've ever done? I think moving up to Chicago. Um, when the opportunity came at work for me to move up here, I said yes and didn't look back. What's the biggest personal change you've ever made? Um, I guess becoming a vegetarian, I suppose. All right, guys, so I guess that is it because this video is now 16 minutes and 15 seconds long, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, but yeah, that was fun. So it'd be interesting to go back like a year from now and rewatch this video and kind of answer the same questions and see what has changed. So comment, like, subscribe down below. If there's anything you'd like to see me do, please let me know. Or if you just want to say hey and that you're watching, that'd be awesome. So have a wonderful day, and hopefully you will see more of me very soon. Bye!